5:35 in the morning. So welcome to my very first vlog here on YouTube, and it is, what's the date today, guys? Today is the 29th of the 12th 2026. So I decided to start a vlog and show you guys what it really looks like being a full-time trader. You know, what do we go through? What are the things that we do? You know, what does it entail? Sure, this light is really bright in the morning. I just got up, guys. Goodness me. I'm still tired. I gotta go get ready for the day. But yeah, I thought let me bring you guys along and show you guys what it's like every single day. So here in South Africa, it is now 5:30 in the morning. I don't trade any early morning type of setups at all. But now it is time to get some coffee. Can I trade if I don't have coffee? Maybe I don't know. I just can't trade without coffee, so let's go make some coffee. Guys, one of the things that I absolutely love doing in the morning is just, oh my eyes, guys. It's just like very early for me, guys. But actually, it's not that early. I mean, I'm normally up this time. I don't know. I just think I didn't sleep enough last night. But so yeah, this is one of the things I like to do in the morning. It's just come outside, stand in my garden, have a look. Right there, where that side, yeah, is my bees. So if you guys that don't know, I'm also a beekeeper. One of my businesses is where I breed bees and I make honey and all those fun things. There's my extractor, by the way, where I extract my honey and that. So our season has just come to an end. And then I've also got my beautiful lavenders and this beautiful braai area that we use to have fun. And then we've got the pool as well, because I've got 4 kids. I've got to entertain these guys. But yeah, there's right that side, yes. So that side there, you guys can't really see it. There's the boxes for my bees, and then I also have my bee hut there at the bottom where I take care of the bees and I make sure that they've got everything they need. So this is one of the things I like to do in the morning, is just come outside and just have some fresh air and before I get the day started, because I think that there's a lot of studies that actually shows you that if you let the sunlight hit you early in the morning, now obviously the sun is on that side of the house, but if you let the sunlight hit you early in the morning, it really wakes you up and gets you ready for the day. So yeah, it's something I just like to do. Come outside, get some fresh air, because trading is stressful, guys. Trading takes a lot of mental power, and you gotta keep it right here. Now, one of the things I gotta do every single morning is give this baby, right, some milk. He cannot go without his milk. Right, that's my coffee. So he's got my coffee now, and now we're ready to get into the charts. So let's see what the charts are gonna go up. So I'm gonna pop you guys over to my computer, and then you guys can follow along with what I am looking at for this week, and you know what type of trades I'm looking at, and where I'm potentially gonna look for some entries. So when I trade, I actually have, let me show you guys. I've got the laptop here, then I have the screen there, and then I have so that I have trade my one setup at the top and my one setup at the bottom. So that's the way I trade, and yes, I do follow along with my trades on my phone as well. So now let's jump on to the charts. So guys, I'm back from the gym, and I'm just gonna run you guys through what has been happening today. So it is Monday, guys, my brain feels right. Monday the 29th of December 2025, and I'm just gonna run you guys through what was happening in the market. And I didn't get one single setup. Yes, my swing trades are still running, but I didn't get a single setup. So on gold, there was a very nice setup this morning that I could have taken, but I didn't take it. I was sleeping, guys. So if you drop down to the 5 minutes here, you'll see, where's my setup here? Let me just switch off that one. Where's my setup? So my setup played out very nicely here this morning, right here. So if you have a look at it, normally the way I trade it, let's just get the candles there for you guys. So yeah, let's quickly have a look. So normally the way I would trade it, I would bring the divergence, the fib in from here. Guys, this is not a specialized fib, it's just my normal fib that I use. The only thing that I have modified is these levels at the back. It's got nothing to do with any percentages, or everything from 1 down to the bottom is standard fib settings. I've just added these levels in because over my back testing period and over my trading period, I found that these levels are the best levels when it comes to setting your stop loss. So these are 4 stop loss levels that you can potentially use depending on how volatile the market is. For some markets, you've got to use a wider stop than the others. Some you can use as tight stop loss. But what would have happened is I would have gotten in on the trade here on the 0.786. So let me explain to you guys how it would have worked. I would have gotten in on the trade right here. My apologies. I would have gotten in a sell, definitely not a buy because my block is red. So I would have gotten into a sell right here. And then I would have put my stop loss just above this level here. I would have obviously been targeting all the way down to here. This is how far I target. All the way to down here. Obviously you can see the price never really went there. It only went to the first one. So I would take profit. So I take 1/4 of my profit right here, and then I will move my stop loss to break even. So this would have been kind of like a break even small type of trade type of one, this one. So it wasn't a big play out on it, but yeah, it's one of those. But where's my, oh, here's my trade for today, guys. I'm explaining to you guys the trade on Friday. So this is the trade on Monday. Yeah, there we go. Marnie, welcome. So let me quickly have a look here. So what would have happened this morning, you can see that the market gold was extremely overbought, like crazy overbought. So this block represents it on the 4 hour, and then you would see here, I'll bring my fib in and I will place my fib right there, place it all the way down to the bottom of the block, and then I will get into my trade right here. So I would have watched the trade, price pushed up, it came back down. Now this one is a bit of a difficult one because if you were a little bit late to the party, you would not have gotten into the trade. You might have market executed to get into the trade, but it's entirely up to you. But technically you would have gotten into the trade right here on this line right there, and then you would have set your stop loss to right just above this area, and then you would have targeted that bottom area there. Now each one of these lines are fib levels, and they just indicate levels that I actually take my profit. So on the 0.48 I take profit. On the zero line I take another 1/4 of my profit. So if I've got one lot size, this is the way I do it, guys, is if I take one lot size, so if I have one lot, I will then on the 0.48 I will take 0.25. So on the 0.48 line I will take 0.25. Then on the 0 line I will take another 0.25. And then on the next one, which is this one, which is minus 0.5, I will take another 0.25, and then my last piece of my lot size, I'll let it run all the way to -1, and then I will take the last of my profit right there. So that's how I exit my position strategically over that, securing my profit. And the moment that I hit this white line, I will bring my stop loss to break even. So if the trade reverses on me, it's no longer a loss. I have backed some of the profit, not a lot of profit, but that is the idea. And you can see gold played perfectly. Right there, it pushed back, and then it went all the way to a full TP. Now on this, if I on my $10,000, well, on a $10,000, not my, I've got a $50,000 account, but on a $10,000, so if you are running a $10,000 account, I just like to use the bats on 10,000 because I have a personal account on 10,000. So you naturally, if I make so much on the 10, then I'll make so much on the 50. So on the $10,000 account, on this trade, running all the way from there, you would bag 445. 445. So that's how much you would bag if you take profit all the way from the top to the bottom. Guys, this is a huge trade. Look at this. This trade is a 7.9. Look at this. 7.9 risk to reward. It's crazy. These trades are ridiculous. They are swing trades, but you know, so if you look at it entirely, you make a lot of money. So when you do hit a ballpark one, because remember your stop loss is only 1, so you can lose 7 trades and still be break even on this one. So this one you've secured 7 trades in 1. So you would actually make on it, and this is a prop firm account, on a 10,000 you would make 445, and then on my $50,000 account, I make 5 times that. What the hell is that? Guys, I just came from the gym, I'm tired. So what is it? 445 times 5. So I make about 2,225 on this trade. 225. That's what I would ideally make on this trade. Exiting strategically out of the positions. Now, for you guys that are sitting there thinking, what the hell, money? Yes. This swing trading strategy is really good. It gave me 107% this year on my personal accounts. I did try it on some of the prop firms, which you can see now. I mean, this is one trade. Now, if I take another one like this, and you are doing a 2-phase or a 1-phase eval, you pretty much in 3 to 5 trades. Normally, it takes me 5 to 10 trades to pass my prop firm account. And so that's it's kind of like sad because I lost. But again, guys, I'm not going to get up, like, I'm not going to trade at ridiculous hours. I'm not. I need my sleep. I need to sleep enough. My strategy pays me more than enough in the times that I'm awake and the trades that I get. I mean, think about it. This trade pays me 2,000. Just taking this one trade, I take a payout. I take one single payout on it. So I'm happy with that. Euro USD, I have no trade running at the moment. Gosh, I'm so thirsty. Guys, I crushed it in the gym today. There is no, wait, let's just open up the 4 hours because I'm on the 5 minutes. I don't know what I want to see on the 5 minutes. So at the moment, there was no, it was only here where Euro USD was extremely overbought. So next one, British GBP USD, you can see we only had an area here where it was extremely overbought. We have a lot of sideways movement right now, so nothing there. USD JPY, I am currently running a trade. I think we're about $700 up on this trade at the moment. You can see that it's just flip-flopping. I'm hoping that this trade will take me all the way down. I have already taken 1 set of profit, 2 sets of profits. So 2 sets of profit is already, I think I've bagged already about $700 on this trade right here. So I'm hoping it's going to get all the way to the bottom so that I can finish and close the bag. All right, so that's the trade we're running in USD JP. But guys, this trade I entered like last week. Like I've been in this trade for almost a week. More than a week. Okay, there was nothing on Euro GBP. GBP JPY, very nice one as well. This one has been messing me around a little bit. You can see that we didn't really have. So let me just put in my fib here. From this side, I mean, look here. I didn't really get a lot of movement here, which was crazy. Wait, there you go. So you can see I entered around about here. It nearly came to my first TP, didn't come, completely retraced on me, and then we had the whole Christmas and everything. So I've just left it. You can see we're pulling into the green again, and we'll see, guys. So I haven't taken any profit. This trade is still a loser. It's not a winner. So I always put a loser because it's a loser until it becomes a winner. Okay, so that's how I work out my strategies. USD CHF, I am running a trade on them as well. This one I think I have taken TP1 and TP2. Yes, so this trade is now currently break even. So the good part is I don't care which way this trade is going to go. Yes, we did actually, this one we did actually hit on some of the prop firms. We did hit some of them TP there. So we have our first TP we got, our second TP, the trade is at break even. I've taken about $700-800 on this one. I'm not exactly sure, but we have taken about that much so far off this trade. So I'm pretty much happy, guys. On the one trade, we did about 700 and something. This one, we did about 700. GBP JPY is not really moving a lot, so we'll see. USD CAD, this one, I did take a loser on this one. This was actually a very quick loser, guys. Let me show you this. So what happened was, let me just put off my divergence. So where's that trade? So this trade here, you can see I got into the trade right here. Right here, I got in the trade. Things were price pullback. It's normal. It's normal for price to sometimes pull back. Price started pulling up. I don't think I got to my TP1. No, I didn't. This was actually quite sad because it was starting to extend out and then it just lost momentum. It just lost momentum. Yeah, let me just have a look here. This one was a loser, so this is 100. This is gonna put me about $100 down. So guys, I'm risking $100 to make $2,000. I want you guys to absorb that. I'm risking $100 to make $2,000. Okay, because that's my risk to reward. So having a look at this one, you can see here, yeah, we just got to the 0.618. We've been bouncing off it, and the next moment we just dropped out. We completely just dropped out. So that's one of those things. Not everyone is going to be a winner. That's okay. And then you can see here from the 4 hour, we just never got that momentum that I was looking for. You know, I mean, if you have a look here, you'll see we just never got that momentum. Look at now we have one type of divergence. So yeah, maybe you see the divergence ran a little bit further. I could have taken it. I don't like to take trades on these smaller scale ones, or the, you know, when price is very small, slowly overbought or oversold. Sometimes you can do it if it comes after like a big block where it's been a long period. So what am I talking about, guys? This indicator is just basically an indicator that puts this onto my chart for me visually. So here, because it's green, it's showing to me the price is extremely oversold, which means it's like on the bottom here, right? Sorry, it's extremely overbought. Sorry, it's extremely over. No, the top is bought. Why am I confusing myself now? Yeah, it's this two. Yeah, it's extremely. No, guys, I'm confusing myself. See, I shouldn't be doing videos after Jerry. So yeah, it's a buy, which means that the price has been extremely oversold, Marnie. So yeah, price has been extremely oversold here. You can see it coming down, selling, like extremely. Look at, went into a long period, it slightly pushed up and then it just came back out, took me out of my trade. Yeah, maybe I could have widened the stop loss, you know what, and yeah, maybe I could have jumped right back the moment that you said. You can trade it that way if you want. You know, if you want to trade it that way, by all means you can. For me, I just get in the trade. The winners that I do get, they outweigh 7 times. So think about it, guys. I mean, if you take it, I have a single trade, right? So I use 1% of my account. So on a $10,000, I am risking $100 to make $445. That's the risk that I'm taking, right? Why it's that way? The risk reward is 7, but remember, I'm taking partial profit out of it. So I am risking, so I'm still making 4.4% more. So I need to lose 4 trades to make up, you know, I can cover up 4 losers with 1 winning trade. So from the swing perspective, this is my base strategy, guys. This thing has been paying me so well. I have been trading this strategy for quite a couple of years. It really works very well. And over the time, you know, I can see a divergence just looking at the chart. But a lot of my students say, Marnie, we can't just see a divergence. How do we? You're saying that there's a divergence. Where's the divergence? So what I then did is I created these indicators to make it easy. Because guys, we're living life. It's the same with me as well. Now you gotta go sit there and check, you know, here is a regular bullish divergence. Now why is this a bullish divergence? Because price is going down while price is going up here. So you got to visually, when you got an indicator, it's like boom, boom, boom in front of your face. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is a divergence. I was right. Okay, cool. Because you can see price is going sideways while price is moving up on the RSI. That's a divergence. And you can then start getting ready to say, okay, cool. Maybe this buy is going to be good because we are seeing some sort of divergence for me, a bullish divergence. So let me get on the trade. Okay. So that is pretty much that. There's no trade on This was a very good trade, guys. This one here was a stunning one all the way to here. There's nothing here at the moment. US 30, this is also a very stunning one. Guys, I gotta tell you, NASDAQ with this strategy, NASDAQ and the US 30 really responds well. Look at this. You had all of this, price came down here and it just continued going down. It hit all of the TPs right down the middle. German 30, nothing for today. I don't have anything. So today I've pretty much just been sitting on my hands, doing some self-development, you know, just doing some basic self-development and just being patient, guys. It's about being patient and taking your time. So yes, guys, I am going to be doing a video on my swing trading strategy because I was bombarded with messages. The moment that some of the guys were seeing what I was doing here, they all said to me, Marnie, please come and explain the strategy. I mean, how, you know, how's it working? And that's, so let me just give you guys the breakdown of my stats, because I think that's the important part is you know, is what did my year look like on this strategy. So I'll show you guys here. So here is my strategy, right? The final one that, so we did a lot of adjustments. So I still trade the FIB, guys. I still do the same stuff. The only thing that we did during this year, we were experimenting with other different types of strategies, and then the ones that we found were working, we kind of like made hybrid versions of it. So yes, I know I went through many different strategies, and the FIB strategy on itself works really well. You can trade it all by itself. It's really good, but can you sustain 6 losers in a row? Can you? If you can't, well, that's the same. So everything was adjusted for you guys. So here you can see it on a $10,000 account. I said to you guys, I've got the 110, but then I've also obviously got the funded account, which is like my 50,000. I think I've got $230,000 in funding now. So and look at this. Okay, so it's 425. Sorry, it's not 445. It's 425 when I hit it. So on gold, I had, this is the trades that I took on gold. You can see it. Look here. For the month of, just for gold, I took what? No, there's euro. I took like for the whole year, I only took how many trades? Look here. Yeah, I only took like 28 trades on gold. 28 trades, guys. 28 trades. For Euro USD, I did almost same. Euro USD, I did even less. Look here. From, guys, I want you to absorb this. From the 3rd March, the year, I took my first trade. My last trade, I took the 1st of the 8th. I haven't had another trade on the Euro USD. It hasn't presented. I mean, can you wait a whole year for Euro USD and you took what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 trades? I took 9 trades for the whole year on Euro USD. GBP USD also paid me very well this year. Beautiful. Look at it again. I didn't get as many trades. The pair that paid me the best was USD JPY. USD, but again, USD JPY again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 11 trades. So this is a swing trading strategy, guys. That's why I say whenever you go to swing trading strategies, they become highly profitable, because I start my analysis on the 4 hour, then I move down to the 15 minutes, I put my FIB up, I check what price is doing, then I drop down to the 5 minutes. Now I'm looking for an entry. I'm trying to get in on the price that I want. That's where I'm going to look for my entry. And then Euro GBP was the worst one. I think I had 3 losers in a row. So this strategy, the worst that all of these pairs are going to give you while trading all of them is 2 losers in a row. So it doesn't matter. Month to month, you're going to have 2 losers. I mean, my best month on this strategy was like, what? 11 grand? I think I did $11,000 on a $10,000 account, guys. On a $10,000 account. My 1 month was it? Yeah. No, it wasn't. No. That was my 50. Sorry, I'm lying to you guys. That was my 50 that gave me 10 grand. I think it was like 3 grand for that. So I mean, still $3,000 payout is funny. GBP JPY. So Euro GBP and GBP JPY, I'm discontinuing for 2026 because the results, they were just very inconsistent. If I do decide to trade them next year, I will maybe be halving the risk. Because they had so many consecutive losers and stuff, and I don't want to have that drawdown on my prop firm account, I might take them either to halving the risk on them, or just discontinuing them in total. So I'll see how it goes, because they were profitable. If you take the entire time, they were profitable. So I did walk out the end of the year profitable, but I don't want to have 3 losers in a row. So for me, here it is. There's the 3 losers in a row.
1, 2, 3. So I don't want to have 3 losses in a row. I don't like that, especially on swing trading. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, maybe halving my loss. So if I'm going to be trading them next year for 2026, I think I'll half my loss. And then yeah, this is the USD one that I told you guys. I'm already about $100. This is on the $10,000 account. Obviously, on the $50,000 account, that's 5 times it. So you can see I'm about $500 up on this one. And then obviously GBP USD, I had a stop loss. So that's basically that. I just need to put my NZD trade on here. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the trades that I'm running at the moment. We are at the 29th. I'll keep you guys up to date, and I'll give you guys a whole breakdown of where we are by the end of the week. So the idea of the vlog is to show you guys what trades I took, what was my mindset behind them, how my strategy is working, and then showing you guys as well what my withdrawals are like and what my experiences with different prop firms is. So if this is the kind of thing that you guys are looking for, well, welcome to my channel, guys. Let's trade and make a shucks amount of money for 2026. Alright guys, so this is now the 20, is it the 29th? Guys, I can't remember. 30th. It's the 30th of September. It's Tuesday, and I'm just going to give you guys a breakdown of what trades that I take today. So here you guys can see it. I took on gold. There's gold. I took 2 trades. The first one here, it presented me. It came out of my area, came back in. I took a trade. It obviously went against me. And then the next one, it came back in here, came out again. And then when it entered, I don't enter when my stop loss has to be all the way there. So I don't like to enter all the way there. So I wait for price to enter, go back out, and then I want to look for a continuation. So here you can see price came in, went back to this area, and then as it broke through again with a big, nice, big fat red candle, I took it all the way within what 1, 2, 3 candles. We had a TP. All right, so on Euro USD, I tried to take an entry there. I did get an entry into there. You can see the trade went a little bit, and then I got hit on stop loss. I then also took a trade on GBP USD. You can see a price went out of my area, came back in, and I entered the trade. Where was it? Somewhere here. Like I put my entry there. You can see it there, right there. Entry there. Price came back, took me in, and took me all the way to TP. And then USD JPY, this one as well. Price came out here. It kept running right. Look there. Running right across there. There it broke in. And then I entered a limit order. You can see the price went back down, came back in, and then right there I entered. Stop loss goes below that, and I target a 1 to 2. So yeah, so today I had a loser on gold. I had 3 winners and 1 loser. So yeah, guys, that is now part of the vlog. You guys can see here that this is the trade that I took. So I took 2 on gold, 1 on euro. I took 1 on... Oh, I had 2 losers. So I had 1 winner on gold. I had 3 winners and 2 losers. Now my winners are 2 times the size of my losers. So that means I made pretty good. And I mean, yesterday I also had a green day. So it's looking pretty good for the last couple of days of December. So guys, see you guys again tomorrow. Now it's time for sleep. I need to go sleep. I had a gymming session crazy, and now I need to go sleep. I didn't have a lot of sleep last night, as I told you guys earlier. So now it's time for sleep, and yeah, then let's see what tomorrow gives us. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is now Wednesday morning, which is the last day of 2025. Can you believe it? So this is the last day of 2025, and I'm just finishing off the YouTube video, making sure that we've got everything covered for you guys. I'm going to be dropping the YouTube video now on my strategy that I did this year that helped me to make 107% growth on my accounts, which that light is a bit bad, which I am super duper excited about. So if you guys want to go check out that video, then please go to my YouTube channel and go and check out the video and see the swing trading strategy that I've used for 2025. So yeah, guys, this is another day. Let's see what what the market is going to give us today. And I think it's also important for us to start your day right. I think one of the things that a lot of people don't see behind the scenes when it comes to being a profitable, successful, long-term trader is there's a lot of things that happens in the morning that you that either you need to do before you get in the market. Things like setting your mindset, setting the environment right, being ready to be successful today.
because it takes a toll on you. You know, when you take trades and they go against you, and you life happens. You got to be up and down life. So it does take a toll on your mind. And I think it is so important for you to set your day up right and to really take that time to mentally prepare yourself for trading. So let me give you guys an idea of how I do it every single day. Daniel's dying over there.
Yeah. Siblings.
So guys, we are here at so we just finished at the gym, guys, and now we are at Rocker Mama's. I'm spoiling the kids just before New Year's. We're gonna be enjoying some waffles with ice cream. What are you guys doing? So yeah, guys, so we're gonna have a nice spoil before we go into the new year. Check out these waffles. Good morning, guys. It is now Friday, the 2nd of January, and it is still very early this morning. And I thought I'm gonna start off this morning with nice cup of coffee, and let's have a chat about one of the questions I got asked this week. So for you guys that don't know, I do my live trading on TikTok every single day, and I get asked a lot of questions, and one of the questions that really keeps popping up all the time is, why do I close my trades early, Madeline? Why can I not just let my trades play out the way they're supposed to play out? Why do I get that feeling of fear and then I close out my trades? Now, the reason that we do it, and I'm saying we because I still sometimes do it, I'm not immune to that. There are times where I find myself very emotional, or things may be happening in my life which is causing me to feel frustrated or flushed or scared, and I then end up sometimes doing the exact same thing. And unfortunately, by us closing our trades early, we tend to end up losing a lot of profit, because let's be honest, when you do close your trade early, for some odd reason your trade actually plays out exactly the way that you wanted it to play out, around about 70% of the time. The other 30% of the time, the trade goes against you, and then you reinforce that behavior inside of your brain. You pretty much say that, you see, I made the right decision. Start validating it instead of sticking to your strategy. But let me break it down why we close our trades early. When you start out in trading, you are essentially playing with your money. And it's a very bad terminology, and a lot of people find offense with it, but it's true. You are taking money to make more money. It's the exact same thing in a business. The difference between a traditional business and a trading business is we don't buy a physical product. Our products are digital currencies, or currencies. Not going to say digital, but currencies. So we buy a currency. We buy either Euro or USD or GBP or JPY. If you're in crypto, you're buying coins. So we are buying some sort of digital thing that you can't really see, touch, or feel. And then we are hoping to make some sort of profit when we sell this thing. Exact same thing with entrepreneurship. You buy an apple to sell it for a profit.
Sometimes you sell the apple in time. Sometimes you don't sell the apple in time, then it goes rotten and you suffer the loss. Same thing. Now, the reason why we close our trades early is because we're afraid of the outcome. I'm going to let that sink in for a moment. We are afraid of the outcome. We are afraid of being wrong. It has nothing to do with the money value at the end of the day. The money is just a mask to validate it for us, to say, yeah, but I'm losing money. No, it is the fact that you are battling with the feeling of being wrong, of losing, of being the loser in this scenario. That is what you are battling with. It's the fact that you have to accept that after all the work that you have put in, you were wrong. And that feeling literally eats you up from the inside. And then you start validating it to yourself, saying, yeah, let me close this position now. Then at least I have some profit in my account. Or money in my account is better than money left open. It's that floating profit that ideally activates either the fear or the greed within us. So what can you do to overcome it? There is no easy way. There's no simple way. And I wish there was a shortcut that I could give you to overcome this, but the only way that you truly overcome this is by sticking to your trading strategy. The moment that you feel you want to close the position, the moment that you feel that fear or that sense of dread, like, am I going to be wrong? Am I going to lose some more money here? Am I going to, am I going to have to record another loser? Step away from the account. Step away. Go back to your trading journal, go through the steps of your trading strategy, and go and look at the trade and break the trade down into those steps. And if you have followed every single step, then you tell yourself over and over and over, I followed my trading rules. I followed my trading rules, because it is more important for you to follow your trading rules than for you to make profit. You are focusing on the money and not the process. That is the most important thing you need to focus on as a trader. It is the process of trading, not the profits of trading. If you focus on the profits, the system will take damage. You'll blow the accounts. You'll lose your funded accounts. But if you focus on the process, doing the step over and over and over again, now that is a different story. Then you are not focused on how much money you're going to make. You're not focused on what the end result is. You are now focused on how do I approach the market every single time, take the trades that present themselves, and ideally let the outcome be determined by the market. It is one of the most difficult industries. I always say it is the hardest way to make the quickest amount of money, because it is all psychological. You do everything. You put on the trade, you do risk management, you do everything. And then you got to let that trade play out beyond your control. And that is what scares you. That's why you close the trade, because you're afraid of the outcome, because your worth is determined by the outcome. And I know. If you think we as professional, me as a long-term professional profitable trader, doesn't feel that, you are sadly mistaken. Anybody that comes onto any screen and says to you, I don't feel that fear anymore, then they must be a robot. They must be because we are human beings. And our psychology is not always the same. It is not. Some days we have good days and some days we have bad days. And our bad days are the ones that we have to manage. Those are the days that we have to remind ourselves of the system that we have created. I can't remember the book now, but maybe I'll do the research. I'll maybe post the book here for you. But this book, it's is it Habits? Yes, Habits. I think it's the book about habits, where they speak about we don't rise to when things go bad, we don't rise to a new level. We fall back to the system that we have generated. And that's why I have been able to be profitable in this type of market, is because whenever things go pear-shaped, I go back to my system. I go back to my trading results. When I have a string of losers, I go back to my trading journal and my trading strategy, and I go and remind myself, hey, this thing works. This thing works, but you are not working it. So ultimately, your strategy doesn't fail you. It's the fact that you don't execute as your strategy dictates that ends up you losing money. So I really hope this helps you guys for today, for our coffee chat. I think this is a nice thing to include in the vlog every single time, because there's a lot of things that we all deal with, and this is also just a reminder for me of stick to the strategy this year, 2026. The tighter you stick to the strategy, the more money you will make. The more mistakes you make, you see, that's where your losses goes. It's when you make mistakes. So yeah, let's try and go out and make a lot less mistakes and stick to the strategy.
And that is a wrap to the week, guys. So this has been a pretty interesting. This has been a pretty interesting week. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run you guys through all the trades that I took for the week, the good ones and the bad ones. And I'm going to give you a breakdown of my weekly statistics on my one strategy. So let me show you guys what has been happening and how far we've come this week with all the trades. So let me jump onto the computer with you guys and show you where we are now. All right, guys, so for gold, I didn't really get any kind of entries earlier on the week. My first trade that I got in was right here. I was expecting price to pull back further. It didn't, continued up, and then it hit stop loss. But right after that, I saw price bouncing at that area. It came back, and then I got a nice 1 to 2 trade in there. And then yesterday, it was another one where I was expecting price to break towards the downside, and it didn't. We had this huge candle. We were running very nicely into profit. This trade I actually took on the 31st. So we had that whole one, the New Year kind of stall here, and then gold literally just gravitated on the opening. It went like right through. Now on Euro USD, let's have a look. Euro USD actually took quite a lot of trades for the week. Let's have a look. I think this is all of them here. I got a nice Euro USD broke down to here. I got in on the trade there, and I had a very nice TP there, a nice 1 to 2. Then I was expecting it to also bounce here, but it didn't, and I got taken out at stop loss. Here is another one. I was expecting Euro USD to break further down to the downside because we had a downtrend. We were consolidating. I was expecting it to come down. It did not. And then yesterday I took this trade, and you can see that it did not run all the way to TP, but it did hit break even. So this is a break even trade for me. And because when the price came back up, it took me out at break even. And then I took another entry while this one was running. I took another entry, and I hit 1 to 2 there. And then when the price reversed, I jumped in and I got onto another nice trade, and it exited just before the market closed. I think it's like at 13:30, just before the market closed. Now on GBP USD, I also got a couple of really good trades, and this pair really paid me well this week, I think. Now let me see here. So I got my first trade in here. Have a look here. So yeah, this was a pretty quick one. Price pushed up, I got in right there, and price continued to fall all the way down to there. And then once price bounced there, I got in onto a buy, and price went in the other direction. Now this is always a difficult trade to execute because you you have to market execute this type of trade. It's a difficult one to get in, and sometimes the decision is very quick. You need to make the decision: are you going to wait for the market? Are you going to pass by on this trade, or are you going to allow the trade? Are you going to jump in while the trend is forming? So that is sometimes a very difficult trade to take. Then next one was right here. Price came up, and you can see it broke nicely towards the downside. And then here we had another one. Price came up as it was breaking down. I entered it, and then let me just zoom that back, and you can see here this one took a bit long. This was also one that I entered the 31st. Price keeps flip-flopping. At some stage I thought I was going to get taken out at break even. I didn't. It just turned around there, and it continued all the way to the top there, and that was for that pair. And then for USD JPY, I got, let's have a look. Did I get a lot of trades in for USD? It doesn't look like it. Nope, it doesn't look like I had a lot of trades in USD JPY. So I had this one trade here where price went up, it bounced nicely. I got in on the trade and the trend went in my direction. Here I was expecting it to break towards the downside. It did, however, not. It also gravitated like gold, and that was pretty much that, the week. Here is my weekly stats. So let's quickly check here. So this is my weekly stats. I had a total of 14 trades for the week, and I ended off with about $1,100. So I had how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 winners. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losers, and I had 1 break-even trade. That was so guys, that was my week. And that, guys, ends off my trading for the week. I had some really good trades. Some of them went really well. Some of them was a bit more wonky. But at the end of the day, we are through the new year. We are through Christmas, and we are through New Year, which is normally the most difficult time to trade, because that gold trade would have definitely gone in my direction if I didn't have that whole first year and stuff, the first and stuff happening in it. But it's one of those things, you need to make the decision. Are you going to keep the trade, or are you going to continue, are you going to get out of the trade? Do you move the trade break even? Those are things that you need to practice for yourself, and it comes with the territory of understanding your strategy and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But I think it was a pretty good week. So that 1,100 is going to obviously be a nice little withdrawal that I can do now from one of my prop firm accounts, because for this year, whenever I hit $1,000, I'm going to withdraw it. Although on top one, I don't want to empty out all of it, so maybe I'll just take a portion of it, because there is a trading drawdown, so I don't really want to breach that trading drawdown. But yeah, guys, so that is my week, and then I will see you guys again next week, and let's see what the first week of January is going to give us in trading. So far, it's looking pretty good.